Whew, it is one cold day in Southern California, which is rare. How you guys doing? I'm Blake with Automotive Insights, and today I'm going to be talking about the new electric trucks, or super trucks, as some people like to talk about. So, to get right into it, here's the thing about electric trucks. They're going to be great. They are going to be amazing, because the sad fact is, as much as I love V8s, electric is where it's at. If you haven't driven in an all-electric vehicle like a Tesla, I highly recommend going out and doing it and then forming your opinion even further. Might as well get comfortable because this might take a minute. But yeah, guys, it's the way it's going. So what am I talking about in specific? Well, specifically I'm talking about the Rivian, the new Hummer, and the Cybertruck. Because those are who are kind of self-proclaiming super truck. And they all have little gimmicky kind of, it's not bullshit, but they all kind of have these little gimmicky tricks to them, right? Like the Hummer has the crab walk, and then the Rivian has the tank turn, and then the Cybertruck, well, it's just a Tesla truck that looks kind of ugly and obnoxious and in your face. So what about these things? Well, they all have insanely fast 0 to 60 times. Their highest models ranging in the 3 or sub 3 second 0 to 60s. They're going to be able to tow a shit ton because they are torquey as hell, and they're going to be pretty decent off-roaders. Here's my worry. So I go out to Johnson Valley every once in a while. I go up in my local mountains every once in a while. And when doing so, there are times where I have to bring a gas can with me, I should say, not a gas tank with me. I go out to the river and drive 7 hours to a river house. There's not one place to charge in any of these places. A 7-hour drive through Arizona from California, there would not be one place to charge a Cybertruck. As cool as it would just be extremely impractical. There's not a place to charge the Rivian, there's not a place to charge the new Hummer, and that's not practical at all. And these are all being marketed as off-roaders, and there's no place to charge off-road. Now, there is a company who is making a push in this direction, and I'll get to them in a second because I think they're doing it right. But, if you're targeting an off-road audience, but I don't understand how they could do that. If you've ever been to like the deserty area of California, other than like Cabazon, there's no place to charge these vehicles. There's no place to charge these vehicles in Glamis. There's no place to charge these vehicles in Johnson Valley. There's no place to charge these vehicles out at the river. What are you gonna do? I don't understand the thought process on it. And even then, to charge these vehicles at home, God, I hope you have a huge roof with a bunch of solar panels, because if not, it will still cost you a shit ton on your monthly electric bill just to charge these vehicles at home. Arguably just as much as gas would be in times where, Joe Biden's not president. So that is something that I don't think a lot of people are thinking about. I think people are getting caught up in these numbers. I'm kind of the off-road guy here at Automotive Insights. I keep seeing a bunch of off-road guys on YouTube and Instagram. Oh, we're so excited for a tank turning Rivian. We're so excited for a crab walking Hummer. It's like, why? When you're not gonna, well, what happens when they die out there? How are you gonna get them back? As off-roaders, they don't make sense. And the Hummer is kind of a double whammy, right? Because the only place you have to charge these things is in the city. And having the Hummer EV in the city is going to be such a bitch on your day-to-day life to park that or to take that or to do anything with it because of how large it is, that it's almost like a catch-22. Well, not even a catch-22, it's just a double negative where if you live out kind of on the countryside and want to go off-roading with it, you're going to have nowhere to charge it other than your home. And if you live somewhere where you, in like a city where you can charge it all the time, no matter where you go, you're never going to be able to park it or really utilize a vehicle in a positive way. So that doesn't make sense to me. And these vehicles are so expensive. The Rivian's a mid-sized truck, and I believe it starts in the mid-50,000s. That's pretty ridiculous. And that is directly advertised to the adventurer, the kayaker, the fisherman, the rock climber. You know, these BS commercials that they throw up on TV for these trucks, you know, the adventure truck. Well, it's like, yeah, it's a real adventure until it dies in the middle of nowhere. You know, that 0 to 60 is real awesome until you're out of battery life and you can't get anywhere. So that's the current problem with these. Now, I mentioned a company who I believe is going about this not in a right way, but in a slightly better way, and that is Ford. So Ford is doing the Charge Across America, or, man, I forget the term, but what they're basically doing is they're putting charging stations at like Moab, Utah, and Swing Arm City, and it's not just in Utah places, but they're putting charging stations at like entryways of very big and known off-road sites for their new Ford Lightning. And I imagine that there's going to be a hybrid Bronco, maybe even a plug-in hybrid Bronco coming soon, maybe even an all-electric Bronco coming soon. So I think Ford's sort of doing it right because they're not marketing it as this gimmicky off-roader, right? They know what it's for. Ford's marketing as like a utility work truck, which is smart for Ford in specific because that's where all their sales are. I mean, that's where all Ford, Chevy, and Dodge, all their sales are in work truck. That's where they shine, is in fleet. So the fact that Ford is going that direction, hey, power your house with it, not go get lost in some desert somewhere with it. I think that's the right kind of marketing. I think that's kind of the right move with these things. But again, even the Ford Lightning, as much as a Ford fanboy as I am, they just don't make sense. I live in Southern California. If I want to go to Vegas, I couldn't even go to Vegas because there would be nowhere to charge. There's literally like, I want to say 90 or 100 miles of just desert. Like, where am I going to charge if need be? Can I bring an extra battery with? Like, what can I do? Did I put solar panels on top of it? I don't really understand, you know. What is my Cybertruck going to do for me out there? Nothing. All the great gimmicky things it could do, towing the F-150, that's all great, but it's like, first of all, these vehicles are huge. I don't know. They don't make sense to me. In the category of super trucks, I think the one making the biggest splash currently is going to be the Ram TRX, because to me that's a super truck, completely practical too, right? I mean, with off-roaders in general, you're going to lose towing, so you're going to lose that practicality, but it's a gas vehicle, doesn't have good gas mileage, but you can take it anywhere and just bring gas cans with you and it will keep going as long as you feed it. That makes sense. The F-150 Raptor, same thing. So what are you gonna do with these electric trucks? I don't know. At least it's not hydrogen, because that's even a bigger flop than electric cars. Because have you ever seen a hydrogen pump at any of your local gas stations? I haven't, and I live in literally the only state that has them, so maybe New York has them, I don't know. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for staying this long in the video. 90% of you aren't subscribed. That's a problem, guys. We are on the road to 100 subscribers. Please, please, please hit that subscribe button underneath the video. Like, comment, share. If you like any of the points I made today, if you don't like them, argue with me in the comment section. I answer every comment given. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.